Which Auburn Tigers will gain their independence this season?
Freezing temperatures are likely for several hours inland and a few hours closer to the coast.
Yes.
You are Locked On Auburn, your daily podcast on the Auburn Tigers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, welcome on into Locked On Auburn, your daily Auburn Tigers podcast. I'm your host, Zac Blackerby. Thank you so much for making Locked On Auburn your first listen every single day. And happy Independence Day. Happy July 4th to everyone. May it be safe. May it be fun. May it be filled with folks that you love. And today we're joined by the person who people love more than anyone, and that's Auburn message board legend, Charlie 5. And Charlie 5, we're festive today. And I've done this every year for the last several years on the podcast, where we highlight people or things that may gain their independence, which is kind of arbitrary, but Auburn players that may gain their independence. I think the first year I did it was like wide receivers that were going to gain their independence and create separation. We'll have a few of those today. But first things first, Charlie 5, starting it off, Peyton Thorne is going to gain independence from the Big Ten. And much like our founding fathers put their signature on the Declaration of Independence, he's going to put his signature on this offense. Your thoughts?
That almost brought a tear to my eye, if I'm being completely honest.
Let's
Peyton
go.
Thorne breaking free. I love it. I love it. I think he's going to have a great year. I love all the stuff I'm already hearing about the leadership, the wide receivers wanting to come throw with him every day, him organizing team practices and stuff like that. I love it. I agree. Break free, Peyton. Break free.
And there's kind of a stigma, right, with the way the Big Ten views him as this kind of average, maybe even below average quarterback. But when you look at the numbers, you look at his traits, it's like, I just don't think that's necessarily true. And so gain independence from all that, Peyton. Come on, let's start fresh. And happy Independence Day, Peyton Thorne.
I'm going to carry that theme on just a little bit. I'm going to carry that theme to my first one. I didn't really have the whole who sets themselves free and independence. It was just mine's just kind of 4th of July themed, America themed. And
your list is way better than mine.
If I did my math right, I think America becomes 247 years old this year. Coincidentally, I think that is the minimum number of yards per game that Peyton Thorne will throw for every single game this season. Game 1. Forward, yes, I think we have our third 3,000-yard passer this year in Peyton Thorne, 247 yards per game minimum. Happy birthday, America. I can't say happy birthday, Peyton Thorne. I'm just going to say
understood.
Throw the ball around and let's go.
Yeah, when you hear that number, it's like, oh, that seems low. But it's like, no, that would be one of the best quarterback seasons ever at Auburn. And it's like the bar is lower than it should be. Like, let's just all be kind of clear on that. But I think we did a full show on this. I think it was with you, Charlie 5, about how, like, if you took his second season that everybody's saying stinks at Michigan State and moved those stats over to Auburn, it's like a top 5 season passing in Auburn history. And I think he's certainly going to do that. I think the offensive line is set up for him to do that. I think the receiving core is set up for him to do that. The running game certainly is. So I'm all about it. I'm all about that. That's a great one, Charlie 5. My next one, we're going a little Cruton action, which you love more than anyone. A little Cruton up. Perry Thompson, the noted 5-star wide receiver from Foley, breaking Julio Jones's records down there, currently committed to Alabama. But Perry Thompson is going to gain his independence and break free from Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Can you talk about hearing the ring of freedom louder than when that moment happens, Charlie 5?
It's like Benedict Arnold in reverse. You know, you leave the bad guys and you come to the good guys. I love it. If you remember when we had our Walker White commitment show, one of the first people I called out, I said, "Yo, Perry Thompson, you're, here we go. You got your quarterback. This is what you've been waiting to see." And Walker White hasn't let up. Hugh Freeze hasn't let up. He's coming for Big Cat Weekend. A lot of buzz. I love it. Reverse Benedict Arnold. Let's go. Flipping to the good guys. Gain your independence. I love it.
Louder sound. The Liberty Bell chiming or Auburn fans cheering as this happens.
It may just be me in general cheering could be louder than the Liberty Bell. So if you encapsulate all of Auburn fans, we just dom the Liberty Bell. 100%.
Dom the Liberty Bell.
Dom it.
Never thought I'd hear that sentence. All right, what's the next one on your list?
I haven't even told you this one. I'm just throwing this one out there. Hey, you know what we love on the 4th of July? We love fireworks. And how about we go ahead and get some fireworks going today? We're probably going to have some commits today. If you're listening to this, they may have already happened. They may be about to happen. They could happen at any moment. So what better way to celebrate the 4th of July than fireworks? And I think we're going to be shooting off some fireworks, and we're going to be high-fiving and getting the ball rolling on this next wave, this big July that we have on tap leading up to Big Cat Weekend. Let's go ahead and start the fireworks today. I think they go ahead and start popping.
What do you think those fireworks look like in the sky once they're there? Do they look strikingly similar to Malik Blockton?
Possibly, or in the frame of a little ball of hate linebacker, possibly. That type of shape. So we'll have to see who it ends up. Don't want to steal their fireworks themselves, but
nice.
I think we're going to be popping off today.
Yeah, I think so. And we'll touch on that later in the week. There's no question about it when that happens. What other players will gain their independence this year? We tell you in just a moment. This is Locked On Auburn. Today's show brought to you by our friends at FanDuel, because nothing says Independence Day and freedom like betting on sports and heading over to FanDuel Sportsbook. You can head over to FanDuel.com/lockedon, and you can take your first swing at betting Major League Baseball on FanDuel and get 10 times your first bet amount in bonus bets up to $200, Charlie 5. That's free money. That's free money.
Freedom.
America. And so head over to FanDuel.com/lockedon. Get that bonus money right now, all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Plus, when you win, you can get paid instantly. FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball and the Locked On Podcast Network. Happy Charlie Tuesday. Happy Independence Day. Charlie 5. Jair Shorter.
Oh,
the transfer from North Texas, the wide receiver himself. He is going to gain independence, and he is going to secede from all opposing defensive backs, much like he's used to at the northern part of Texas.
A whole nother war there, but I'm with you. I like it. Yes, Jair Shorter. I think he brings the element to this wide receiver room that we haven't had in a while. Big guys that can go up and win one-on-one battles. Like, that's literally all he ever did. And every catch he made was a big play. And we need big plays. So I love it. Jair Shorter seceding from defenses. I like it.
You could probably sprinkle in a little joke about fireworks too, because I mean his highlight tape is absolutely a firework, explosive. Not a firework I would feel comfortable shooting off myself. I think you need a professional to shoot off that firework, just because it's so explosive. Over 20 yards a catch is pretty explosive. So make sure you're under supervision of a professional there. Absolutely.
I'm going to make a bold one here. How about you want to go bold? We're going bold.
Always.
The 4th of July. 4. That number just seems incredibly special to me, and I think it's going to be incredibly special to us, because I'm not going to be surprised that on signing day we have not signed our 4th 5-star for the first time maybe ever in Auburn history. I think there's a very good chance for it. The 4th. Let's go ahead and celebrate the 4th. We can hopefully celebrate the 4th now and the 4th again in December, because I think it's a very good chance it could happen.
Who are they? Who are the 4 5-stars?
The names are out there. Obviously, you got the wide receivers that we're talking to. That you got the Cam Coleman that you saw future cast picks going in for today. Mm-hmm. You've seen some stuff on Perry Thompson. You've seen some talk on. I think it just came out today that DeMarcus Riddick is coming, who's for a Big Cat weekend, who's another 5-star. You got 2 5-star safeties, Zaquan Patterson and KJ Bolden, coming for Big Cat weekend. Safety may be arguably one of the weaker rooms on the team. Does a 5-star see immediate type playing time? It would be a big statement to go ahead and hit a KJ Bolden, hit Georgia right in the mouth over somebody they really want really bad. And then you can say you got two, you hit two of the big boys right in the mouth for guys they really wanted bad. I don't know. If Big Cat gets rolling, I think we could be celebrating the 4th today and then maybe celebrating the 4th again in December.
Let's go. I love that. I absolutely love that. All right. My next one is, look, July 4th, it can be chaotic, and it was a battle to get to this point for the United States to become its own country, right?
It was tough.
And amongst that is you've got to be strategic to win a war, but you've also got to be not afraid to cause a little chaos, wreak a little havoc, maybe throw some tea in the water. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you look at Ron Roberts' defense, I think he's going to cause his own type of havoc and really kind of disrupt some teams and opposing offenses in the SEC.
Hey, we didn't win battles just lining up in the 3-row whatever march and shooting an open field. Hey, we had to get behind some. We had to get behind some trees. We had to dig some holes.
Where are they coming from?
We had to come from all kind of angles. I like it. They have no idea. We're not going to just be lined up right in front of you.
I don't think, and this is something they don't really teach in school anymore, but adding the Jack linebacker to our military front is the real reason we won this war.
Hey, we've all seen The Patriot. They did some crazy stuff.
He was actually a Jack linebacker.
I think Roberts actually fought with Mel Gibson in the Revolutionary War, and he is bringing some of that he's taken a lot of that and put it into his defense, and that's how he comes at you from all different angles. So that's how I feel about that.
What's your 4th one?
Man, this is tough. I'm going to go, look,
This is tough.
1776. It's a special year. It's a special year in our history, and I think it's a special number for one, Mr. Jarquez Hunter, because I think Jarquez Hunter has an absolute monster year in this offense and rushes for at least 1,776 yards. Hey, let's just go ahead and say that's what it's going to be. 1776, and if you get on that number,
or like total yards for that amount.
I'm going to go total rushing yards. That's 138 yards a game, something like that. And you know what? If you hit 1776 in game 10, you may have to start taking these. I mean, you got to end on that number. You know what I'm saying? No, joking, but I like 1776 for Jarquez Hunter. Let's go.
You're killing me. You're killing me. Yeah, it's July 4th. It's okay to boog a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question for my last point. My last point is not a statement. Okay. It is a question. And I ask you that in just a moment, right here on Locked On Auburn. I want to encourage you to join the Locked On Auburn Discord. It is free. All you have to do is click the link in the episode description down below. I can't wait to hear what y'all are going to say about this show. So, all right, my question to you, Charlie 5, which group of signatures will be more impressive? The signatures of the founding fathers on the Declaration of Independence, or the signatures that come in by way of fax machine in the 2024 Auburn class?
You really had to. You had me drop my 4 5-stars, and now you're dropping this on me. So I got to back it up, right, and go with the class. I'm going to go ahead and say I think this could be the highest rated class that Auburn's ever had. So I'm going the 2024 signing class. No disrespect. I got to.
How many 5-stars were on the Declaration of Independence, would you say? You got George, obviously.
There was a few.
Okay. All right.
There was a guy I'm related to, actually, that signed the Declaration of Independence. I just learned this not recently. So I'll share that if you want to know who that is. But yeah.
Do you know now, or do you need to look it up?
No, I know his name. I just don't.
Who is it?
His name's Benjamin Rush. Look it up. One of the
How about
original,
that?
one of the original signers. Anyway, I still think, even with a relative as a signer of the Declaration of Independence or whatever it was, original founding father, I haven't done the whole lot of research. I just, I got to tighten that up.
I got it.
Still going with this class. I'm still going with this class.
Tighten that up. All right, what's your last one?
All right, so I'm really struggling with which one I want to go with, but
let's do both. Let's just pick one first, and then we'll go with the other. If you got more than one,
sure. So, all right, so freedom. I'm sure when when we had this crazy idea, when George Washington had this crazy idea that I want to step away from Great Britain, from England, from Great Britain, whatever. I want to have my own. I want to be my own country. He had a lot of haters. And you know what? You know who else had a lot of haters? When he took over the Auburn Tigers in December and he was going to, lead us to the promised land, that was Mr. Hugh Freeze. And I think after this season, he's going to have a freedom from a lot of those haters. And it's not just haters at Auburn. It's haters at across the SEC, across the country.
National media.
I got a ton of faith, ton of excitement in this upcoming year. And I think he's going to be free from a lot of haters. And then my very last one.
Well, let me ask you this. Is it okay to call that freedom, or in that point, is it freedom?
Oh, put it on a t-shirt.
All right.
Put it on a t. Freedom isn't freeze. It's earned. Freedom is earned. It's not freeze. All right. Last one.
Is this the worst show in Locked On Auburn history? Maybe.
This could be the worst one ever.
Yeah.
Last one. Okay. And I'll end with this. All right. So in order to step away from the colonies, in order to say we're going to be our own country, we had to make a declaration. We had to have the Declaration of Independence. And today, I think not today, but after Big Cat Weekend, especially for recruiting, after Big Cat Weekend, I think we're going to be able to make our own declaration. As we back up. How about that? We back up. Meme it. We are declaring it after Big Cat Weekend. We're back up. And I hope we don't look back on this.
Yeah, let them know. We back up.
Let them know.
Back up.
We back up.
One of my favorite things to watch every July 4th is the hot dog eating contest, just so we can watch Joey Chestnut just be the GOAT at eating food. Which player on the team do you think could eat the most dogs?
Dude, man, I'm gonna have to. I think our boy Justin Rogers is I think he's a big boy. I think he could put some down.
I get that.
But then it could be some like little.
It's not always the
guy.
biggest though, dude.
Yeah, it's not always the biggest guy. It could be some little squirrely guy. I don't know who that would be.
What? I have nothing to back this up. This is just gut, intuition. Wesley Steiner.
I could see that. He's jacked, so he definitely has his eating routine down. So I could definitely see him just putting away. And then it could be somebody just like random, like Holden Garner. Like just you never know. Like he just polishes off 60 hot wings. You know what I mean? And it just still looks super handsome. I mean,
it's not.
Yeah, who's that?
It's not Tate Johnson.
No, he does not finish his play.
He didn't finish his wings that one time. So he's not going to like kill a bunch of dogs.
It's true.
Hot dogs. Need to clarify. Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Not.
All right. Cool. Charlie 5. How can people give you some love, brother? After this very, very weird, very, very odd episode.
Find me on Twitter at @the_Charlie_5. You can find me in the Locked On Auburn Discord every single day. It's free. It's a lot of fun. AuburnLive.com, the corner message board, or weekly on the Dad Bod Golf Pod.
Follow me on socials at Zac Blackerby. Check out all our written work at auburndaily.com. And we will be back tomorrow. This has been Locked On Auburn.